To be honest, I was really looking forward to quarantine. Don't get me wrong, I miss going outside, hanging out with my friends, eating aged organic milk tossed over seasoned tomato puree, spread on baked whole wheat. The good stuff. Who else is craving pizza? But aside from that, the one thing that I got out from this pandemic was more sleep. Seriously, before quarantine, I would have had to wake up at 6 a.m. just to go to school to learn stuff that don't make sense to me. And if you don't know me, I am the laziest person you could possibly ever meet. For example, if you tell me to do something, you can already guess that I'm not going to do it. So waking up at 6 a.m. was like climbing Mount Everest. But instead of sprinting after the bus and realizing it was the wrong one, I'm here on my bed, sleeping until I can be bothered to get my lazy butt off the bed and into the kitchen. I mean, I'm probably still in my bed for all you know. But quarantine is not that great. I remember back in the good old days when people were polite and said bless you instead of looking at you with a funny look when you sneezed. One thing that I don't get in quarantine is why so many people are buying so much hand sanitizer. It just makes me wonder how filthy everyone's hands were before they discovered about the deadly disease. And it's not just hand sanitizer. In all the shops, they have been running out of toilet paper. Seriously, how much toilet paper do people need? I mean, they may run out of food and water, but at least they've got toilet paper. Hopefully, they can live on that. Another reason why quarantine sucks is what goes on at home. A typical day before quarantine was way more easier, but with everyone in my family under the same roof without going anywhere is absolutely insane. Picture this, you're doing online work peacefully, and that's when everything goes downhill. You hear your mom yelling to you to do the dishes, your brother yelling at your mom to shut up because he's in a meeting, and then your dad walking in while you're FaceTiming with other people. You know, the typical day in quarantine. Not only that, you end up having those kind of conversations. Leah, come help me. What did you say? Johan, did you call me? Shut up, I'm in a meeting. What did you say? Is someone calling my name? This is a conversation that you could have easily avoided if you weren't stuck at home. And if you've not been in this sort of conversation before, I would like to know how you haven't, because you are a lucky person. Even though it's been chaotic in quarantine, it somehow brought us closer together. It's been ages since my brother actually socialized, and now he talks a lot more, which is good, I guess. And since we've been stuck at home, I've been improving my cooking skills, even though I've not got much. I'm able to make food that is somewhat edible and somewhat just barely edible. Most of the time in quarantine, it's really boring. At first, it's actually nice. Then you have nothing to do. And that's when you realize that life is boring when you don't go to school. Sure, you may hate school, but that's when you realize that it's actually better to go to school than to do nothing at all. At the end of the day, all we want is quarantine to be over and hopefully find a cure for coronavirus. If there is no cure, we all better be getting used to quarantine. Life sucks.